Happy birthday, Leo. I'm Noelle, and I'm going to be doing your August reading. And I'm new, so I just want to kind of introduce myself. And I do tarot and astrology, and I also incorporate the cards of truth. And in case you don't know what those are, it's a really old divination system, and you read playing cards. And a lot of people think it's just like a poor man's tarot, but it's not. It's awesome. It's a calendar. 52 cards, 52 weeks, 13 cards in each suit, 13 weeks in a season, 4 suits, 4 seasons, black and red, day and night. It's awesome. But each person is born with a birth card and then a birth spread. So your birth spread's 13 cards, and your birth card is going to be your main personality, and then your 13 cards are going to represent who you're attracted to, how you communicate emotionally, who's attracted to you, who's best for you, the tools you have at your disposal, your challenges, all that good stuff, your life path. And then each year you have a new 13 card spread. Your birth spread is going to be like the blueprint of your life, and that's going to stay the same. But each year you're going to have a new 13 card spread that's going to be super predictive. So I'm going to try to kind of like roll that into that's sometimes, because it makes a huge difference. Again, happy birthday, Leo. But so Leo, you guys are really specific. You guys have lots of very unique traits, which is awesome. I mean, you're born in summer and you're friendly, and Leos are super cute and popular, you know, tiny bit self-absorbed sometimes, not all Leos, sometimes. But it really makes a difference if you say you are a 7 of clubs Leo, or if you're a 5 of hearts Leo, or a king of clubs Leo. I mean, these all make a huge difference, and they really impact your personality. So I am going to try to throw those in. If you're interested in reading, email me. I'll have my email below. And I'm going to put, if you're interested in hearing more, subscribe and like, and I'll be putting out a series on those. So let's get into it. Okay, Leo, I feel like you guys are really at a crossroads right now. I feel like you guys have been unemployed maybe for COVID, because I feel like there is something that you want to get out in the world, some kind of project, some kind of idea, some kind of business that you've been gestating on, that you're really ready to go. Because you have Oracle's gifts, and this is showing that you have some talent that is just kind of hanging out that maybe you haven't been doing anything with. And then on top of this, we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is like you having this skill, you having control over what you put out creatively, like what you do in the future is kind of in your hands. And I feel like you know that, and I think that's kind of adding some pressure, because a year is going to go by regardless if you start or not. So I mean, you guys are go-getters, you're ambitious, you're meant to be around people. I mean, you're great with people. You end up being like some of the most popular people every time, like in any office, any business. I mean, you guys are good. You're good talking with people. You're usually very, very cute. You get your little adorable smile, and you guys are friendly, and you're popular, and people just like you. So you already have that advantage, and you know it. So, but I feel like you're turning away from this. Like you're second guessing yourself. You're second guessing your abilities that you know that you have. Because I also have the 4 of Wands. This is for what's soon to come. This is like your present energy. 4 of Wands is like, this is something that you're building that's stable. Kind of like, there's no need to sharpen your pencils anymore. Even the dull ones will make a mark. You guys are ready. You're ready. You know you're ready. But I do know that you guys like to spend. So I feel like you are going to be successful when you put yourself out there and you take your ideas and really implement them into the world and start talking about them and taking action. But I think things will go really well for you, and that's good. But the drawback to that, I am getting the Five of Pentacles, and this is about financial loss. So, and this is in your future position. So I'm thinking that this means that you guys need to be careful of your spending, because I do think you guys are going to do well. I think you're going to make money, but that might not last forever. You know, I mean, entrepreneurs are, it's like feast and famine. So, I mean, I'm Sagittarius, so we're like that too. So you don't want to, when things are really good, like spend everything, and then if you have some slow months, that you are left out in the cold with no financial backup. So be really careful with your spending. Also, be careful about taking out a lot of debt, because that card also kind of alludes to that. So anyways, you have with your innate gifts, like you have the Page of Pentacles, which is representing you being in control of what you're doing, and your creativity and your money and your finances. You know what you're doing. I have the King of Pentacles. This is like your past energy. And this is saying that you're coming from a place of stability. So you probably had some kind of job. You were employed outside of your home, or maybe your business has taken a hit since COVID. But I get the feeling that you had a lot more money, or you were more set up. You felt more secure in the past. And it's like, you almost like overly. But I mean, hey, you guys know what you're doing. And then you're in the energy of the Justice right now. So it's like, this is such a good energetic window. I mean, for one, it's your season. So honestly, I know people don't always really think of this, but when it's your season, you are primed with energy from the universe to be successful. So right now, you have so much good energy, because what is shining over you right now is the Awakened Genius card. So it's like, okay, past energy, it's like your Oracle's gifts. You know that you're talented. You know that you have something that will do well. This isn't something you just pulled out of your ass. This is something that I think you have skill at, you have control over, but you have been second guessing yourself. And considering, since you've had a job that has been really stable and paid you a lot of money, it's just not anything that you've had to do. Now, I think maybe you've taken some a hit with some money. You're like, screw it, I'm going to do it. And you should, because you're going to be really successful. You guys are great entrepreneurs. You're good at working for yourself. You're good with people. You make a lot of money. But in the same token, you have such good cards right now. And then you have a few cards that are a little bit like, you got a little carried away. Because you're in the Justice right now. It's like you're making money. Like you're going to if you put your idea out and you start rolling with it, your side hustle, whatever, it's going to start doing well. But I think if you get a little bit too cocky, and this could be for a cross-watcher as well, if you get a little bit too cocky, I feel like things are not going to work out, because I have this really great energy that you're putting out there, and it could be for a relationship. I really do get it's for a creative idea, a business, but it could be for a relationship. Like you're feeling really good. You're feeling super confident. And you're putting it out there and you're getting great results. But then sometimes y'all get a teeny bit arrogant, and it's okay. I'm arrogant as F. So it happens. But if you do that, I feel like you are going to pay a price for it. Like people aren't gonna like it, and it's gonna lose you some money or some friends, or it could be vice versa. I feel like if somebody else is trying to take something away from you, because I also get a kind of a feeling, maybe you're going through a court situation, like a legal situation, because you have the Justice, and like whoever is like, this is either your energy or it could be a cross-watchers. But I get somebody is really cocky going into a legal situation, and then it doesn't end up working out well for them because of their attitude. Really, I feel like it doesn't have much to do with the actual logistics of your court case. I think this is all about attitude, because I think whoever goes into this legal battle or court case or your business with this really cocky attitude, like I'm going to do awesome, I think initially you will, but with that attitude, you're gonna you're going to get knocked down a couple pegs. So be careful of that energy. But I also got, in the past, there's been a lot of like bickering. That's, again, the reason I think that's possible you guys have like a legal matter, like a divorce, or just something in small claims court. I don't know. But I do get that feeling because I have like fighting, bickering, and you have the Justice card, and then you have the Five of Pentacles, and that's like financial loss. So I hate it when the readings are like this, but I feel like it's you or a cross watcher. I feel like might not have great luck in court or in business if your attitude is like really cocky and really arrogant, and you can't be in a place of like humility where you can learn and people can, you know, relate to you. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm a dick sometimes too. It's okay. Because you have the Hierophant, and this is all about tradition and structure and rules and bureaucracy. So I mean, really, each card can manifest in a positive spectrum or a negative spectrum. So the Hierophant, to me, I'm a Sagittarius, so I look at the Hierophant as bureaucracy and rules, and I'm like, I don't want any of that. But a lot of people like will look at the Hierophant and say structure and tradition and commitment. So I mean, it's really how you look at it. So, and you definitely want that to manifest in the good ways, like tradition and status quo and things that work. But you don't want to be cocky and just putting out rules just to have rules, because you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is such a great card, because this is financial stability, and it's not the King of Pentacles, which is kind of sometimes it's financial authority and sometimes financial cockiness, which is not always good. The Queen of Pentacles is completely stable in her finances. She manages them well, and it's an energy. It's not a sex. She manages her finances well. So, but you do want to be careful not to get into the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, which is someone that thinks, doesn't think before he acts, and sometimes will be at a loss because of that. And since you have the Five of Pentacles right there, I just would be really careful of that. But let's do some signifiers. So you have trust, and you have memories, and I feel like you've done well in the past, and I think you're having really good nostalgic memories, and memories are great, and it's cool to chill in the past. It's cool to go there and to visit and think of what went well in the past and learn from that and implement that. But it's not cool to set up shop and just live in the past, because that's never good. And sometimes we romanticize the past, so we can't take everything that we're doing and we can't base it on the past, because I feel like that's going to get you in trouble as well. It's saying, I really do feel like this is just telling you to trust in the people that are close to you. I mean, obviously use discernment. Always use discernment, especially when it comes to financial matters and court matters, of course. But I feel like even if you don't get the outcome that you want in the court case, or if you're not making, I feel like you're going to make a large sum of money in the beginning, and then it's going to slow down, and you're going to be spending like you were making all the money before. But it's saying be patient, try to halt your spending, and so you're not left with a few months of just like scrambling for bills and stuff. It's saying be patient, think before you're doing stuff. I mean, it's not saying take forever, because there's a fine line between, you know, being analysis paralysis and then just not thinking before you do stuff. And I know that you guys are super, super ambitious, driven, and you like to start moving, which is awesome, which is a great thing about you guys. But it can also be your Achilles heel. So, and then with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is your energy, but I also feel like a financially stable woman might come into your life, and this would be someone important. She might give you a loan or advice, or just be a really amazing social contact. So remember that. Because on the bottom of the deck, I do have the Four of Pentacles and breaking free. So I feel like there's something that you're holding on to. That's something that's holding you back from doing this. And it's saying, break free from that. You're good. Like, and again, don't implement new things and new ideas. You guys are super smart and you're super creative. And you have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords. It's like, oh my God, and the Two of Pentacles. That's crazy. And then the Hermit. Okay. I mean, Queen of Cups. This means get a hold of your emotions. Look at her. She is not happy. Y'all can be teeny tiny but vengeful every now and again. Let's try not to be that way. Try to control your emotions, because even if people piss you off, because I heard this thing the other day and it said, if you can control your emotions, you can control the world. You can control your world, everyone else's world. You have control over everything, because your feelings create your emotions create your behavior, and your behavior creates your reality. And if you think about it, I mean, if we could control our emotions in every state that we are in, if we learned how, I mean, we obviously can, it would change things. Like, our energy would be higher, we would attract better things. So try to control your emotions, not to hold your tongue for other people, but for you, so you can get yourself to a higher place and you can have more control over your reality. Like, I'm really trying to do that, and I struggle with it a lot. So anyways, my hair is driving me to the brink of insanity. I don't know why it has this weird thing, but you know what? And I got some stuff in it. But whatever. I like it. It's not bothering me at all. I did this really strange thing to my bangs. And I didn't really fix them before I went on video. And now I've just spent 20 seconds talking about them, but I bet you really wanted to hear about my bangs. I mean, really, who doesn't? Moving on. But you have two twos. So you have the Queen of Cups, and it's like, don't control your emotions. You can do it. The smartest person in the room is the one that speaks last. That is hard AF. We all know this, but y'all can do it. Then I have two twos. This means indecision. And I feel this is in your major energy. You have your indecision for finances, and your indecision, it's like your head and then your heart. You're just not sure which one to pick. And these are not the kind of decisions that, like, if you wait and procrastinate, it might actually just take care of itself. No. These are the kind of decisions that you have all these balls in the air, and the longer you wait, the more dangerous it gets of just dropping everything and having just chaos. So make the decision. It's definitely not one that you want to put off. But then you have the Hermit. And this is such a good card, because this is going to be what I'm going to end it on this. The Hermit is kind of saying, try not to listen to what other people say on this, because you do know what's best for you. I think that you are in a little bit of analysis paralysis, but you need to, like, go within, you need to meditate, you need to spend some time quietly, journal, like, whatever works for you, and really just get it out what you're wanting to do. I think this card is telling you specifically not to listen to the opinions of other people right now, because it's just going to confuse you, and it's just going to be a lot of noise. You have a lot of court cards, you have a lot of personalities in here, so I think that you have a lot of people around you that are going to want to give you their 2 cents, and it's just not going to be anything. The most accurate information you're going to be able to get is from yourself and your higher self. So other people's opinions, especially when you have this many people around you, are probably just going to confuse you and not really be the best advice for you. So I hope that helped. Hopefully it'll be a little more positive next time, but it is. You guys are true. Happy birthday, Leo, and I will see you next month.